Hello and welcome back to Deponia, the complete journey, the Let's Play blind with near Rambler. Right then, that was a bit of a mouthful to say, I don't know why, but we're back. Now, apologies for the delay between videos. Basically, I just need some time to just go ahead of the game a little bit and try and figure out what to do, because, you know, puzzle games are not my forte, as I'm sure some of you may be aware. Tavis principle. But anyway, I haven't gone all the way and solved all this bit ahead of time. I've only got so far with it, just to give me a little bit of thinking space and just to show you that, you know, I've found a direction to go in and see what's what. I haven't looked up any solutions at all. This was all trial and error and just investigating. So this is what I ended up doing. The first thing I did was I got our inventory open up and I realised this dart, I had no idea what I could use it for, and I was thinking, you know, I've got to get past certain people. Maybe there's a way to do it with the tranquilizer, because we've got tranquilizer. Obviously we'd need that to knock somebody out or something out. So I got the idea to basically try and combine the tranquilizer with the dart.
I'm as deadly as a poison dart frog, but much cooler. A poison dart,
Whatever. So anyway, we've now got a prepared dart. So that was the first thing I did. Have I used it yet? Nope. Don't know what it's used for yet, but either way, I have used it. In fact, actually, there is another thing we could do with the prepared dart that I had a thought about. Essentially, the dart needs to be used on something, but Rufus was commenting on the fact that he needed some sort of gun to fire it. Now currently I couldn't find any sort of gun instrument in my playing of this game outside of the Let's Play to do that. However, I thought to myself, well, blow dart gun? Funnel? Combined dart with funnel? It was a bit of a loose call. But I thought I'd do it anyway.
The funnel would make an excellent blowpipe. Indeed.
And then we have it. We have a blowpipe with a tranquilizer dart. So that was, you know, something I worked out, just not really like clicking randomly, just sort of having to think about things. We've got a blowpipe. What's it used for? No idea yet. We'll have to discover that later. So I did that first with a little bit of experimenting. Then the next thing I decided to do was I decided to go down into the alleyway. And I thought, right, we're going to have to chat to people. I decided to go back into Lonzo's bar, just in case there was anything new or anything I'd missed. Because I was really exploring everything at this point. I'd go back through absolutely everything again to try and figure out what to do. Now, there's nothing around here that you can click on or anything that we haven't already. But I thought, oh, well, maybe I could speak to Lonzo about something.
Yeah?
So here we go.
Did you hear about the stranger? The girl?
Yes, but I don't care. Don't tell me you want to start quarreling about her with all the other idiots.
Well, you know me. I'm always the first in line when...
Idiots are quarreling.
Yes.
And then this dialogue option comes up.
Do you have something that can give someone a real boost?
Since when are you ordering coffee? Did you break Tony's coffee machine again? How often do I have to tell you that you don't filter oil that way?
No, this is not about simple coffee. I need something that really, really gets you awake. A kind of ultimate pick-me-up. Lonzo, are you okay? Okay, just forget I ever asked. I'm off.
No, wait a minute. I think I know exactly what you need.
Has he got a Monster Energy drink?
Oh boy, this is it. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
You going to be an organ player?
Hey, wow. You have pipes, tanks, valves. It's a thing.
This is an espresso machine. But this is not just any old espresso machine. This is the mother of all espresso machines. I tuned it myself.
And you wound
Tuned it?
ribbons into its hair?
Indeed I did.
Okay, but one question remains. What exactly is this espresso?
Well, to be honest, I'm not sure myself. I think it's a kind of highly concentrated coffee. The people of prehistoric times drank it.
Uh-huh. And then they forgot to switch the machine off. I see.
I built the compressor, following all the instructions that I found. Unfortunately, the pictures were pretty blurry, but I think I figured out what ingredients are needed. Take the recipe. It's right next to you on that bar stool. If you bring me these ingredients, we can start brewing. In the meantime, I'll have found my life insurance policy. I hope. Oh, I'm so excited.
What a scrawl. Okay. I need clear, reviving, and energy-rich water. The coffee powder must be black, stimulating, and made from hot beans. None of these things can be found in Cuba. Never mind, though. Being a master improviser, I bet I can find plenty of alternatives.
So yeah, Lonzo apparently has a secret desire to be a espresso maker, and he's built that thing to do it. I gotta admit, it's pretty cool. Very over the top and highly impractical, possibly a waste of time, but then again, they're on a dump junk planet, so I guess they have a lot of time to waste and lots of stuff to use, so hey ho. Either way, we have now been able to get the recipe we need to make this coffee, which we need to rescue, not to rescue, but to wake up Goal. So, we're going to have a quick look at the recipe, and by doing that I mean I'm going to actually try and look at it. There we go. So, we need energy-rich water, we need revitalizing liquid, we need hot beans, which I'm assuming is the chili beans, the ones that we can't pick up at the moment, black powder, which we will come to in a minute, extraordinarily stimulating something, and then clear water. And all of those will combine together with regular water, or at least clear water plus energy-rich water plus revitalizing liquid to make the water, to make the espresso all together. So there's lots of things we need to find and get in order to do it. So that gave us a bit more of an objective. Okay, cool. We've got to find these bits and bobs. So let's see if I can actually do something now while I'm here. I'll just have a quick look at my notes. So I've got the coffee recipe. Just seeing if there is anything. Oh no, not quite yet. No, we've got to do other things first before I can even think about messing around more with our inventory. So I did that, and I was like, okay, fair enough. Well, that's pretty cool.
Huh? What was that? Oh, the emergency station is opened again. Oh, that must mean I can choose the more daring options now.
So now this area has just randomly decided to open up, and that's where I went next. So to the emergency station. Why not? New location. Could have some items we may or may not need. Well, definitely the former, not the latter. So yes, this is the emergency station. And it is what you think it might be. It's where the doctor lives. I forget his name now, but we'll be reminded of it later. And there's a lot of stuff we can do here. So let's just have a quick nosy around. We've got some lights, we've got a cabinet, some sort of round wheel contraption thing maybe. I've no idea. We've got a lever, which we can pull. And then, I don't know, some sort of bed and some very nasty looking medical devices. So yeah, there's a few things we can interact with here. We'll pull the lever in a minute, but for now, just a quick look at the doctor's cabinet.
Crap. Locked. Distrust everywhere.
Yeah, it's locked, unfortunately, which kind of makes sense considering we're just sort of wandering into, the doc's place. Is a dissecting scalpel over there.
This could come in handy with my next amputation. Dr. Gizmo says Wenzel's toe could have been saved with non-corroded tools.
Well, let's go and grab it then. Like, so we've got ourselves a scalpel.
I don't see what this will be good for. I mean, I already have enough holes in my teeth.
True, but what's a few more holes more? So we'll grab that. So we've got a scalpel and a dentist drill.
The clown amongst the anesthetics. Clowns.
Okay, and of course, yeah, it's just something to comment on. Oh, a tree.
It's the last tree left. I hope it doesn't croak. I mean, where would I test my herbicides?
Aha! You see, tree's dead because he's been testing herbicides. Okay, bugs. Right, so yeah, so there is that. So there was a couple of items there, which I think we can use now, actually. Again, I just want to consult my notes on what we need to do next. Because like I said, I made some notes on my phone. Let's have a look. Here we go. So we can get one of the ingredients for the coffee with what we've got. You see this dud rocket? Well, of course, it contains a black powder. You obviously know what kind of black powder it is, but it would be nice to be able to get at it, because when we click on it... Not in that way. Damn it! Okay, when I click on it with the other button...
Come on, it can't be that hard to blow up. I mean, I manage all the time.
Oh, right. Well, either way, we can get the black powder out of it. And to do that, we get the dissector scalpel and combine it with the dud.
Well, there we go. Black powder.
Bing! I like that. So we've got the black powder. So that's one of the items we need for our coffee, which is good. Or ingredients should be the proper word. So I'm just going to delete that off my notes because I just don't want to get lost with what we're doing. Because again, I get very confused very easily. I am sober today. But, yeah, like I said. Right, so, now there's a few other bits and bobs that we can get here, which we're going to do now. So, I'm going to go back to this lever, and we're going to pull it down.
Gizmo isn't here. That means I can fiddle around with his occupation modes unnoticed.
Aha! So, by pulling the lever, it now changes the room to a jail cell. And this basically, I believe, represents just Dr. Gizmo's, we now know that's his name, his 3 emergency things. So he's, you know, the doctor, the police chief or whatever, and I think the fireman, or fire chief. So he's got 3 setups in his emergency station, sorry. Got caught by your emergency station to obviously represent those 3 different emergency services. So by pulling the lever, we've now changed this from a hospital to a... I wouldn't say police station, but at least jail cell anyway. Now notice that the box has moved. We've gone from the doctor's box to the police box, and this one is open.
Since the retirement home sunk into the ground, they don't let me work in the trash mines for community service anymore. Huh, maybe our system of justice is working after all.
I'm sure it is. Right, anyway.
It looked much lighter lying in that cupboard.
Yeah, see, so we've got this item, but we can't actually pick it up, but it is some foot fetters.
Since the retirement home sunk into the ground, they don't let me work in the trash mines for community service anymore. Huh, maybe our system of justice is working after all.
Maybe. Right, okay, so what we can do now is not really a lot more. I mean, we can look at the cell grating, and apparently we can lockpick it, but I don't have a lockpick, and that's annoying. And you think to yourself, oh, well, hang on a minute, Neo, you've got a hook. Can't you use that for a lockpick? No, it doesn't work. I've tried it many, many times. So that's that. So anyway, and notice as well, there's these scales popped up, and there's some handcuffs.
Handcuffs in a scale. That must be a symbol for, overloaded metaphors. I'll save my telekinetic powers for later.
So we can actually pick up the handcuffs, but as Rufus sarcastically pointed out, we cannot use psychic powers, which is a bummer. And at this point, I was stuck for a while again, because I kept going back and forth between the jail cell and the hospital bit, without realising that, of course, these lights represent the different emergency rooms. I can actually pull the lever down again. That actually took me a while to figure out. Don't ask me why, just me being thick at the time. And now, when we pull it a 3rd time, we get the fire service. There's a few things we can pick up here as well.
Work gloves? Yeah, Gizmo is such a wimp.
So we're going to grab those asbestos gloves. A space bomb the base. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I actually ended up using them in the end. I think we can use those to pick up the chili powder. Potentially, anyway. I don't know. I can't remember if I tried it or not, but we'll get to that later. I don't think there's anything else here, but there is the fire extinguisher, which we can pick up.
It's too heavy to lug around. Doesn't matter, though, because I'm always cautious.
Good for you. So there's a fire extinguisher, which, again, I don't think I used, so there must be some function for it, but I don't know what it is yet.
How often did people around me carry that thing screaming like babies?
I'm sure they did. Now, what I did then is I think I put the foot fettlers now in the firefighter's cabinet, because you can move the foot fetters and it allows you to sort of put them, well, not really put them anywhere, but it allows you to move around the foot fetters on the screen to see whether there's a place to put it. So I had the idea to put it back in there, and then I pulled the lever back up, and
Strike!
that worked. I just a random thought popped into my head at the time. It worked. So for some reason, when we pulled the lever and the police station came back, that foot fetters rose up into the wheel, fell out, and as you saw, knocked the handcuffs down. So we'll pick those up. Like, so we now have the handcuffs, and I do believe that was everything in here that we can do. Again, I'm just going to consult my notes just for a second. Yes, so we've grabbed the handcuffs. We've dealt with the fire extinguisher and the foot fettler. We have grabbed the gloves, the asbestos gloves, the scalpel, and the dentist drill. We've been messing around with the emergency stuff, and that's that. Cool! So, yeah, so far we've got through, well, we're over halfway through the notes. Like I said, it wasn't really a lot, but I didn't want to go too far and spoil everything. You know, I want to leave some of this blind, otherwise it's just going to get dull. So we've got everything we can in here for now. So we're going to go back into the alley. And then we're going to have another chat with Hannock over here.
Hello again,
Hey,
Rufus.
exactly.
Right. So we're just going to talk to him about these other options here, and then we'll refer back to this detonation plan. I haven't fully figured it out, but I think I know how it works in terms of what we need to use it for, but we'll talk about that later. So,
Did you hear about the woman from Elysium?
Yes, but I really don't care. I already have a woman I can send into the mine shaft. It's too narrow in there for 2 women.
Love must be such a wonderful thing.
yeah.
Do you have any idea where I can get water that's rich with energy?
Very often we find batteries in the junk. Those are always filled with some kind of liquid. We call it battery soda because it's got that fizz when it touches the tongue. Is that what you mean?
So, yeah. So, that comment reminded me that outside of the town where we first started in this location, when we fell out of the sky, there's that old car that we couldn't get into. And I thought, battery. Battery is in the car. We need to find a way to get the car bonnet open, which Rufus has commented on that we can open the hood, but we need to get into the car to do it. I haven't figured out how to do it yet, but we know that, or I know that that is something we must do. So thanks to Hannock, it reminded me that we need to go and get the battery from the car, because that should give us the energizing water as part of our coffee recipe. So thank you for that, Hannock.
Talk to you later,
See you,
Rufus.
exactly.
Right, so, right, now to the destination plan. I'm going to talk about that again in just a second. I think I know what we need to use that for now, in terms of like, its purpose. So I'm just going to remove that part of the notes about talking to Hannock. Now then, there's something odd we've also got to do as well, because again, going back to the coffee recipe, we'll just have a quick look at it again. We've got the black powder. We need something extraordinary stimulating, and we need the hot beans, which we know is the chili. The extraordinary stimulating, I'm not sure, because I think the energy-rich water is our battery juice, or battery acid. So that's that covered. The chili peppers, we know how to get that. But the clear water, how do we get clear water? Well, it's a bit of an obscure one, this one, but again, it's just a thought randomly came to me, because I was exploring around everywhere. Look at the sponge. What are sponges good for? They are good for stuff. Right, hang on, I'm going the wrong way. I want to go to Tony's house for this. But yeah, they are good at absorbing liquids. So, where can we find some water, like clear water? Yes, you might be remembering now, back in Tony's house, we were doing something much earlier on, and it's still got a role to play. Having said that now, we're here. I wonder if this works, actually. If we get the, where's the asbestos gloves? Here we are. Let's get the asbestos gloves. See if I can use that on the chili pepper. I don't know if this will work, because I never tried it, but we'll see. It did! Hooray! So we've got ourselves the chili powder. Woo! Or chili pepper, which is fabulous. Is that actually the thing we need for that? Yep, that's the hot bean sauce. So I didn't do that before, but now we can. Excellent. So that's that sorted then. Now then, another part of the recipe we can get is this pot. You see, pot is boiling water, and boiling water is clear water. Although, did I put any detergent in that water? I think I did. So, it's not going to be quite clear water, but if we put a sponge in the pot...
I don't like the direction this is taking at all.
I'm not sure why, because it's just a sponge, isn't it? We've now got a wet sponge.
I don't like the direction this is taking at all.
So, I don't know what to use the wet sponge on, but I know that is something that we will need at some point. So, yeah, I'm assuming that was going to help us with the clear water. But that's as far as I got with that, I'm afraid. So, either way, that's definitely something we need. So, we'll get rid of that on the note. Right then. So, there's only a couple more things I did do in the end, and then we're going to be blind after this, so we'll have to do a little bit of figuring out. Now, let's go back out to the village centre then, and let's go and discuss this main problem we've got, which is to try and get to speak to the mayor, because we do need to talk to the mayor. Now then, if we go back to the town hall very quickly, or as quickly as we can, I'll be able to explain what I think the destination plan is used for. Oh, now, I could be wrong on this one. I might have made the wrong connection. But I want to see if my theory is correct. If it's not, then I'll have to go off screen and try and figure out what else it's used for. Right, it's exactly what I thought. Okay, so these guys, Lobo, Gonzo, and Mysek, they are in the queue, which makes sense. And one of our objectives is to basically skip the queue. Now, Wenzel is the next person. He's holding up the queue, so we've got to deal with him and get his ticket, or somehow swap his ticket for our ticket so that we can take Wenzel's place. But even with that said, we've still got to get rid of these three dudes. For some reason... Oh, actually, I don't know why we have to get rid of those three dudes, but I know we do in order to try and skip the queue. Maybe because if we take Wenzel's place, but those three are there, they're just going to say that we're jumping it, and we won't be able to do what we need to do. So, we've got to get rid of them, and I think this is where the destination plan comes into effect. So we're going to go back into the alley. And we're going to go and have another tamper with this destination plan, because I noticed something when I did it, that things changed. So, we're going to move this away from the water reservoir. We're just going to plop it up here. This is just a house, I believe. And we're going to move that one away from I'm not sure what that area is, I forget now. We're going to pop it over to this place here. And then finally, we're going to take this one, which is down at Wenzel's place, and we're going to move it here. And I believe these are basically going to detonate underground explosives, as we know, but underneath these three houses. And you might be thinking, well, why am I doing that? Well, this is my thinking. So we've set that up. We're going to go back to... we're going to ring the bell.
Oh, the blast signal. Take cover! Imminent blast!
And once again, my controller is connected, and I keep forgetting that is a case. I'm just going to disconnect that. Right then, so by doing that, this time now, those houses are under alert. So now, if we go back to the town hall... Notice that two of the guys have disappeared. So that means that we're now 2 people down the line, which means that there must be a way to get rid of Lobo in order to skip the queue once and for all, and then we can take Wenzel's place when we've dealt with Wenzel, and then go and speak to the mayor. So that's what I think the destination plan is all about. However, I don't know how to get rid of Lobo. That's the one thing that is puzzling me, but we'll get to that later. So I think that's what the destination plan is used for ultimately. I could be wrong, there could be another function for it, but that's what I feel. So, I will experiment with that destination plan off screen in a moment to see if we can get rid of Lobo in a similar manner. But that's what I believe the destination plan is for, so we'll come back to that. Now, the last thing that I discovered before we're going to go back to being blind, I've got no idea what we're doing after that, is of course we've got the problem with Wenzel. We need to make it out that Wenzel has a water source under his basement or something like that, so that we can get hold of the water device and possibly his ticket in the queue. So we've got to somehow get water into his basement. Now, I still haven't worked out how to do that yet, but I have worked out something with the items we've got. So if we now go down to the basement, there's nothing else in the basement that we need to explore apart from the pipe, which of course, you know, can have water or liquids being flowed through it. So I thought to myself, dentist drill drills holes, doesn't it? Use it on pipe. And now his pipes have got holes in it. So I'm assuming if we can somehow get water into his basement through that pipe, obviously it's going to flood the basement because the holes will allow the water to escape, and that might help us out with the Wenzel problem. Now, the reason why I came up with that logic was because if you go up to the water reservoir now, well, actually I went to the water reservoir before I did that at Wenzel's place, but even so, this is where the idea came about. So if we go back to the reservoir, I was sort of fiddling around with the pipes thinking, well, we've obviously got to get the water not where it is at the moment, but it's got to go elsewhere in order to try and flood the basement. I have got some ideas on what we might need to do. It's just a question of working out how to do it, if that makes sense. So basically what I did was that there was a pipe here which you can have a look at.
This brings water to the houses, or with fluid nitrogen, depending on the escape plan.
And we've commented on that before. So I thought, oh, maybe we can drill a hole in that pipe, because we've still got the dentist drill, and I had it before we did this.
I can't drill into the town's water supply. Oh, I was wrong. In fact, I can.
Now, he can. He doesn't actually do it, though. But I think that was meant to be a sort of visual clue, or not visual clue, but audio clue, to basically go, oh, maybe there's another pipe we can drill holes in. And then that's when I made the connection to drill the holes in the pipe in Wenzel's basement, which is what I did. So I've done that, and that is as far as I've got, I'm afraid, because again, I could have gone further, but I didn't want to go too far ahead, simply because, again, it wouldn't be blind. You know, I want to have some puzzle working out, otherwise it'll get dull. So, with that said and done, this is the situation and state of play we're at the moment in time. So we're not really, like, anywhere near where we need to be, but we are certainly getting there. So we're going to save the game. And I did make a save file here while I was experimenting with stuff in order to try and work out what we needed to do. And now we're going to continue. So, the other thing that I've noticed that I think we need to do is this chimney here.
Wenzel has attached a protective cover to his chimney. What an egomaniac. Where am I supposed to practice spitting now?
And I think there's some way of blowing that cover, or some way of removing that cover and then possibly then allowing us to move the pipe over the chimney and then flood the chimney with water, and then the water will go down the chimney, down the pipe to the basement. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm thinking that's what we need to do. I mean, there is a hole here as well, but I have no idea what that's connected to. And I don't know if we could, like, maybe cut the pipe? Maybe there's a way to cut the pipe a bit shorter so that the water will go down that hole instead. But then again, we can kick the pipe, so I don't know. But I've got a feeling that we need to do that. Now, nothing in our inventory can currently remove that. I've tried all kinds of combinations of things. The other thing that has just occurred to me is there is a furnace in Wenzel's apartment, or in his house even, I should say. And we can open that, and I'm wondering if we could somehow put something in it and then light it, get the furnace up, build pressure, and it should blow the chimney cover off. That's my thinking. I tried using the black powder in it, didn't work. So black powder is obviously going to be used for the coffee, and even when Rufus says, nope, not going to use that, no good. Which is fine. So we're now at this situation, and I really have no idea what else to do. And we've got handcuffs. I don't know what that's useful for yet. If anything, I don't know of anybody that we. I suppose we could use the handcuffs on the guy in the queue. Oops.
A few moments later.
Sorry about that. Just clicked off screen. I forgot because I'm in windowed mode. I've got to be very careful where I click. So if I click off screen, then it messes up the recording. So that's annoying. Apologies for that. Right. Anyway, sorry about that. Let's crack on. So yeah, in terms of what else we need to do, I don't know. So I'm going to have a quick mess around with the destination plan. I'm going to try... Movers? Okay, not quite sure why that went a bit weird there. I'm going to try and move one of the detonation things around. Move that one to here. And see if that gets rid of the guy in the queue.
Oh, the blast signal. Take cover! Imminent blast!
Now, I think the other two guys are permanently gone. They're not, even if you like move the blast signal elsewhere, I think they are permanently gone, so I don't have to worry about them coming back. I could be wrong, but even if they do, it doesn't matter, we can just set it off again. I'm just going to see if that's done anything. I don't think it does though, but we'll have a look. No, he's still there. Okay, so not quite the right place to detonate then. Let's see if we can detonate it elsewhere then. I'm not going to do it outside Tony's shop because I've tried that before and it didn't do anything. It might be that we still need to, but I don't think so. So I'm going to move it now down here instead. Let's see if that works. So we can speed through this.
Oh.
Yeah. Just speed through that. Yep. Oh, I can't speed through the cutscene sadly, but that's okay. Alright then, so we're going to go back to the village centre. Now, that building in the middle, what is that? Oh, it doesn't seem to be anything. Alright, so maybe if that doesn't work, I can set it off here. That might be the guy's house. So, I've got one more idea after this. No, he's still there. Okay. Alright, Lobo, I'm going to get you off this cube. Don't you worry about that, buddy. You are going somewhere. The worst case scenario, I can always handcuff him, I guess, maybe. But, we'll see. I wonder if I'd use the handcuffs on Tony. But then again, she's... I suppose I could do. I don't know. Anyway, we'll pop the... whoops. We'll pop that over here. Try that then. So, if that doesn't work, then I'll go off screen and have a mess around with it. Because I don't want to spend too much time doing this over and over and over again. I'll get dull. Because that's a house there, and I thought we couldn't get it. I thought we could go into it, but we can't. So, maybe that's Lobo's house. It might not be. But we'll have a look. If it isn't, then, again, it may be that we've already used the detonation plan for what we need. And we'll just have to figure out something else. Nope, he's still there. Okay, never mind. Maybe I'll try using the handcuffs on him, maybe. Give it a go.
Well, what's this? That doesn't happen to be a super cool item that's worth more than all the waiting numbers combined.
Forget it.
Yeah, those morons wouldn't recognize an opportunity if it came jumping out of a bag and clawed their faces off.
That didn't work. Okay, fine. Well, at least it was good thinking, though. Well, it wasn't really, but it was thinking. Right. Okay. So Lobo's still there. So again, maybe the detonation plan. I just need to mess around with it, and I'll do that off screen later on. But for now, we've still got problems. See, I need a lockpick. That's one of the things that's annoying me. I need a lockpick, and I'm not sure how we can go about that. I wonder if I can use the drill on the sign.
This ad is subliminally trying to make me use this item with it. Must resist.
So that doesn't work. Okay. I did try putting the waiting number in the furnace. I thought maybe we could burn that and get the furnace going, but that didn't work either. So that's not going to work. Okay, fine. Right. Let's go to Tony's shop then, see if we can use the handcuffs on Tony. Because we don't need to use them on Lonzo, we don't need to use them on Hannock. We could use them on Wenzel, but I don't really see the point in that. We need to get these post office vouchers as well, I just realised that. So, I don't know if... It's a weird one. It's so confusing as to what we need to do at the moment. Right, let's have a look. This probably won't work. This thinking could be absolutely silly.
Been there, done that. The only thing that really helps with Tony is her tranquilizer.
Ah! Well, that's... Ah. See, now I did try to use the blowpipe on her, but it didn't work.
That's a great idea, and a sufficiently safe distance.
So, maybe we've got to get Tony to leave the shop. And maybe the detonation plan will do that. Okay, I have a thought. Right, let's go back to the detonation plan then. Maybe if we put one off at Tony's house, and maybe at a shop, we can get her out of the shop, and then we can dart her then. Ooh, that might work. Okay. It's a bit of a random plan, but it could just be the thing we need. The trouble is there isn't really a detonation thing by Tony's house. Maybe that one will do it? I don't know. Let's move that one to Tony's place. And we'll probably put that one just there. Not that it really matters, but okay, we'll try that. Let's do that, see what happens. Yeah, imminent blast. Did that actually light it? That didn't work. No, because Tony's house isn't... Where's the other lights then? I'm confused. There should be more than... Where are the other lights? Only Tony's is going off. Am I just being blind? No, Tony's is the one. What the flip? Alright, well, we'll just go to Tony's then. Maybe that'll speed things up a bit. Come on, let's get there. Nope. Okay, try talking to her again.
Yeah, right. She's just sitting there twiddling her thumbs. I can do that too.
Okay, so that didn't work then. Right. Okay, well, let's just go through these speech things.
You know, Tony, I've been through a lot lately.
You don't say. If you didn't injure yourself all the time, I wouldn't have any fun in my life at all. But in case something happens to you again, you know where to find my first aid kit.
Yeah, I've got it.
You wouldn't have some coffee somewhere around here, would you?
Since you've been staying with me, I've only had decaf, and even that is too strong. Maybe I should finally get rid of the coffee grinder. It's just using up space, like you.
I need some ingredients.
If there's nothing in the fridge, you won't be getting anything else.
No, I mean...
End of discussion. Start earning your own money, and you'll be able to buy your own food.
Okay. Alright, we'll go then.
I've got to go.
I've been saying that for years, but here you still are.
Right, so I think we've got to get her out of here to get the pay. Yeah, okay, so we've got to somehow lure her out of the shop. And I thought the detonation plan would do it, but that didn't work. Okay, I'll try one more time and see what happens. If not, I'll go off screen and see if I can work that one out as well. But I think that's what we need to do with the tranquilizer dart, because obviously he's insinuated that. So, oh, I'm not sure. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure we've got to do one there, and then she's going to walk out. Maybe put one there. I don't know. I really don't know. Does that change direction? Oh, hold on a minute. Ah, hold on. There's these direction things on here. I don't know if maybe I'm just overthinking it, but these things they've got look, they're in different orientations. Have a look. Yeah, I've just noticed that. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, maybe that's a clue. Okay. Oh right, okay. Maybe I could be barking up the wrong tree here, but if we take one from there, that's just gonna go. And then I don't know. Maybe I think I might possibly be overthinking this. I don't know. Maybe I am. Maybe it's a weird thing. Cause again, I'm just looking at the. If you look at the symbols, they look like arrows. So they like one point's down left, one point's up, one point's up directly, one point's up and left, and the other one points down and left. But I don't really know if that's really going to do anything. Yeah, maybe I'm just overthinking it. Okay. We'll do that, see what happens.
Oh,
It could just be like the way the symbols are just orientated. Yeah, because this is the thing. Tony's place isn't lighting up. Why isn't Tony's place lighting up? Move it up here instead? Or am I just getting it wrong? Because interestingly enough, that one lit up that one. And obviously that one lit up that one. Let's possibly try that then. See if this one works.
oh. Take.
Let's have a look. No, Tony's doesn't light up for some reason. Why doesn't hers light up? Okay, maybe I'll just swap these two around. Yeah, try that then. See if that makes any difference. It might not do. Maybe I'm just probably completely thinking the wrong angle here.
Oh, the black. Take.
No. Okay, so I don't think the symbols really do anything at this point. So for some reason, Tony's is not affected by... It's not affected by the explosion. Why not? Perhaps I'll put it there then.
Oh,
Oh no, so I don't want to be wasting time on this video. I do apologise, this is boring as hell, but I'm... Yeah, see, that one lights up. So why doesn't Tony's light up? Maybe if I just put it... I don't understand. Try that then. Maybe Tony's won't light up because the house is her shop is being lit up, so it doesn't light up her house because she's
the
there.
blast
So
signal.
if I just light up the home instead and take it away from the shop. Nope, just... I don't understand that at all. I don't get that. Okay, I'll have to go off screen to figure that out. But we've also got to get Tony out of the shop. That's the key thing. Ah! Now Lobo's gone. And the other two are there. Right. Okay, so so the overthinking, I've been overthinking it, that's fine. So, it is a combination of the right things to get the queue down. Right, okay, well I know how to get the other two then. So it's just a question of which one. So maybe this isn't the way to get Tony out the shop then. That's fine. It's got to be a different way then. So, which one of those? I'll try this combination then. See what happens. So it is all about getting rid of the queue then. Okay, that's brilliant. So my original hunch was correct then. Right, so let's just see. Just get through this. Okay, but again, why are only two of them working? Because now Thingy's going to be back there again, isn't he? Yeah, he's back there. Oh, for God's sake! Right, I'm going to go off screen. I'm going to mess around with this detonation plan, and I'm going to try and work out what the correct combination is to get this queue out. Because there's got to be some way of doing it. I'm obviously overthinking or overlooking something, or it's just staring me in the face. And yeah, like I said, I'm just overcomplicating it. So I'm going to be back in a bit, hopefully, with this detonation thing sorted, because it is bugging me like crazy now. And again, I don't want to look up solutions. I know I've been given permission to do so, but I just think that would be... I'd only do it as a desperate attempt, but I think on this one I can do it. So I should be back in a mo, hopefully with a solution. Done it! Okay, so it was that house, and this one down here. If we go now to the town hall, you will see that the queue is gone. Hooray! So that solved that problem then. So they'll stay like that, and even if they do come back, we know exactly what combination we need to do to get them back. Let's just go back into the town hall again, but I'm pretty sure they stay gone until you mess around with the detonation plans. Yeah, they do. Okay, so that's that problem solved then. So that's what the detonation plan is good for. Alright, so now we've still got the problem of trying to get Tony out of the shop, or at least tranquilize her in some way. And I have no idea how we're going to do that. Oh, perhaps we could throw a sponge at her? Maybe the sponge might do it. Maybe if we like wet her or something. She'll be like, I'm so annoyed. And then she'll go back home and like try and clean herself up, and then we could shoot the tranquilizer dart and it'll knock her out. I mean, it's a bit of an obscure plan. Maybe we could put the actually wait, what about the sponge with the balloons?
I don't think so. Never mind.
Okay, never mind. Right, okay, so again, I don't know what the sign's all about. I've no idea. Alright, let's go back to Tony then, see if we can somehow infuriate her, because I don't think the detonation plan is needed to get rid of her in the end. I think I was just barking up the wrong tree on that one. So, yeah, this could end well.
What do you got there? Isn't it enough for you to scatter your crap all over my house? Do you really have to lug it into my store too?
Actually, I wanted to give you a little treat.
You could do that by dropping dead.
Okay, that did not work. Okay, well at least that got a reaction. Perhaps if I just give her the tranquilizer. Just like give it back to her.
Can I offer you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not gonna fall for that. Not again.
Okay. I think I'm just barking at the wrong tree here. I'll try the hook. If that works.
Finders keepers.
Nope, that didn't work. Okay, and then lastly...
This must.
Yeah, alright. Grab the sign. Grab the sign! There we go. Maybe that'll do.
It's no use holding a mirror to Tony. She'll never be able to admit to her evil personality. How can a person have so little self-awareness?
Yeah, get it? Self-awareness. Rufus has none. And he says Tony doesn't. Yet Tony's fully self-aware. Get it? Oh, it's a pole. I never noticed that.
This is where Tony's budgie cage used to hang. But he couldn't cope with her, so he skedaddled.
He died of old age.
Yeah, whatever you say.
After you accidentally infected him with progeria.
Yeah, you know, I like my version better.
There's a pole. Put a hook on it?
Somebody seems to be hooked on hooks. But it's not me.
Okay. What do I use a pole for? Well, there's no point using the blowgun on it or anything. Put the handcuffs on it? Maybe?
That's not going to flee.
That's the point. Okay, maybe not. Put the sign on it?
This sign deserves more attention. I mean, it's a cow, and it's drinking beer.
Okay. Nope, no idea. Okay, never mind. Oh, a grinder. And a crank. What's that all about? Ooh.
There isn't even one crumb left. Seems like I have to find my own ingredients.
Grinder? What would I need that for? I didn't notice that before. Do I have to just grind the black powder in it? Make it better? But I don't think I do.
A pinch of black powder.
Okay. The chili pepper then?
One whole chili.
So I'm guessing that's where we put everything into to grind the powder together then. Okay, fair enough. So we need to get the other ingredients. Or what was the other ingredient on the recipe then? Have a look. Extraordinarily stimulating.
Any idea what highly stimulating means?
No. We can talk to Wenzel about that.
A bottle of stimulant, a pinch of black powder, and one whole chili.
Right, okay, well I've accidentally discovered that, but that's okay. That's good. So at least that is how we combine those ingredients together to make the solid matter of our energy drink. That's fine. Hook. There's a hook there.
Weights, anchors, metal boots, hooks, all the things you need if you want to stay moored forever.
Oh no, that's when we hurt ourselves, wasn't it? To get to the...
Hands off my stuff.
What? I'm just browsing.
Browsing is what paying customers do. What you mean is driving me nuts.
Okay. Right, I have to leave then. So I don't know how we're going to... How are we going to get Tony out of there? I don't know. Right, let's go to Wenzel's house, because Wenzel, you can talk to Wenzel about finding the ingredients. We've got clear water, so I'm sure the sponge water is going to be clear water. The battery water, the energizing water is the battery acid. I don't know what the other one is. Unless clear water, actually no wait, maybe the other water is the sponge. Maybe the clear water can come from the basement. When we use the divining rod, maybe that will help us find clear water. So that's a possibility. Alright, let's quickly talk to Wenzel then.
Hey, Wenzel.
What's up?
Maybe you can help me organize a few things.
Maybe you can help me organize a few things.
Again? You haven't even returned my lawnmower yet.
Oh yes, the lawnmower. You'd better get a new one. The old one had lousy aerodynamics.
What is it this time?
Well, we've got blackish powder, clear water, maybe the sponge, or the water that will come out of the basement. It's revitalizing fluid.
Do you have any idea where I can get revitalizing fluid?
I once heard that it is supposed to be revitalizing to drink the blood of a bull.
You believe everything people tell you, don't you?
Like I'll get back the money that I loaned you?
Exactly.
The sign with the cow. Because isn't a male cow a bull? I could be wrong on that one, or was a bull its own thing? Could be. I know there's bulls, but I think a bull is also a male cow or something like that. But again, my biology is really terrible. So maybe that's beer then. Maybe Lorenzo's got something on that one then. Alright, let's ask him about clear water.
Do you have any idea where I can get clear water?
Clear water? Pfft, that stuff only exists in legends.
So what? My whole project is legendary.
Legend has it that your father once found clear water. That's how he got to be mayor of Kuvak. They say that there are still bottles hidden away in the town hall.
That's my old man, all right. He left Deponia, but instead of bequeathing me his fortune, he hid it.
At least he left you the divining rod. Maybe it is possible to find some water with it.
Dream on.
So the mayor of Kuvak, who we've got to talk to, is our dad. Well, that's interesting.
I think I'd better do this myself. Let's be honest, you were never a big help anyway.
Whatever you say.
Never a big help. Brilliant.
What?
You don't get it? Not a big help.
Oh,
because you're small.
Thanks, Rufus. Right, okay.
Later.
Exactly.
Maybe then... Maybe we can talk to the mayor now. Now that the queue's gone in there, maybe we can just walk in and talk to the mayor. Maybe we still need to deal with the Wenzel opportunity, but I just want to give it a go because I never actually tried that. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go off screen again and do some more figuring out because you've got to get water into his basement. That's what the hint says when you look at the overall plan or the overall thing we need to do in the game. And I need a lockpick. How do I get a lockpick? That's what I don't understand. Right, so... Maybe I'll speak to Lottie. Maybe Lottie's got something else to say.
Hello, Lottie.
You again?
You again?
My turn already?
Is it my turn already?
No, number 62.
Still up!
Wenzel.
Wenzel, exactly!
Okay, so, no.
I'll skedaddle.
Don't let the door hit you.
So, we can't go to the mayor's office then, because we have to wait. Because we can go to the assembly hall and see jail. That's, jail. See goal even, sorry. That's not a problem, but we still can't talk to the mayor. Right, so we need to deal with the Wenzel problem as well. Okay, I just don't know what we can do at this point. This is what's confusing me. We've got to get rid of Tony, but maybe that happens later when the post office is open. So I think we leave Tony alone for now. I think what we need to do is solve the Wenzel problem. And I just don't know how to do that. Because I don't have the equipment for it. Because I've tried combining lots of things there. Obviously there is equipment here. I mean, there's definitely equipment here. How do I... Because it's just wondering what to do. The answer's obviously staring me in the face. Oh, I just cannot figure out what it is. Well, I'm going to go off screen again. I'm going to do a bit more figuring out. And then when I come back, hopefully I'll have some sort of idea. Because I am stuck once again. At least we've made some progress. But I'd like to make a little bit more before this video is out. So I shall be back in a mo. With some more directions, I hope. Oh, I'm annoyed. It's taken me about 10 minutes of just trialing and erroring. But I have discovered... a very significant development, and again I haven't cheated, I haven't looked anything up, but basically I had a feeling about this chimney cover, and he's saying how my thoughts were, how do I get the furnace lit up to perhaps create some sort of pressure to try and make the chimney cover blow off. And I thought, well, I've got nothing in my inventory except a brainwave came to me. We've got balloons. There's a fire extinguisher in the emergency room. Why can't we fill up the balloons with some sort of the fire extinguisher substance, put it in the furnace, perhaps light it up, blow it up, and then it will make the chimney open. And then we should be able to put the pipe in, flood it with water, and get somewhere. And I thought, okay, well, let's do that. It's worth a go. I mean, you know, again, I haven't looked at anything, no walkthroughs or anything. I just thought something's got to do with these balloons. So I took the balloons and I went to the fire extinguisher.
Boy, how often did people around me carry that thing screaming like babies?
And it doesn't do anything. So I thought, okay, well, maybe I could do something with the fire extinguisher, like take it with us somewhere. But you go to pick it up and he just says, oh, it's too heavy to lug around. So I thought, right, okay, so I just moved the lever up, coincidentally. And when I was moving the mouse around, laughing gas. And somewhere, something told me to fill it up with gas.
This reminds me of the fire. The plant. It was.
I can't remember what did.
The clown amongst clowns.
Something told me. Some hints told me. Balloon and laughing gas. And ho and behold, although we've still got balloons, we've got a balloon filled with laughing gas. So I thought, okay. That's cool. Now you can only do one balloon at a time for some reason. So I thought, right, let's go straight to Wenzel's then. And I thought, try my plan. Let's put it into action. We'll go to the furnace up where Wenzel's up a bit and the chimney is. We'll take our laughing balloon. Our balloon filled with laughing gas. It's probably laughing. Pop it in the furnace. And that happened. And I thought, oh, we've opened up the chimney. So I thought, oh, I'll go back outside. Maybe the animation, you know, just cut short and we can see the chimney open up. So I thought I was definitely, I don't know why, but I was really quite amazed, thinking, oh my god, my line of thinking actually worked. But you can see the chimney cover is still closed.
Wenzel has attached a protective cover to his chimney. What an egomaniac. Where am I supposed to practice spitting now?
So I was like, oh, it didn't work. But I thought, well, we obviously are on the right lines. You know, that wasn't just some joke on the developer's point, you know, from the developer's part. That's definitely something we've got to do. So I thought, well, how are we going to... Do I have to go do it multiple times? Do I have to get multiple balloons up there or something like that? No. No, you don't. Oh, I don't know why, but this thought came to me. So I took a balloon, went back to the laughing gas, filled it up, and I thought to myself, right, well, the balloon just escaped, so I need it to somehow find a way to be able to, like, get it up through the protective cover and then somehow keep it clamped down, like anchor it. We put the hook on it. Yeah. So that's what we had to do. So, okay, cool. So now when we go back to Wenzel's, go back up to the bathroom. It's the bathroom, by the way. I don't care. Just refer to it as something completely different. Don't know why. Then put the balloon in the furnace with the hook attached. It gets stuck.
This wasn't half as funny as I thought it would be.
Yeah, get it? Half as funny. So, I don't either. So, anyway, that's as far as I got. So, bit of trial and error, bit of thinking outside the box, which you do have to do sometimes, and I do appreciate that thinking outside the box with these sort of puzzle games, like Secret Monkey Island style puzzle games. I'm not that particularly bothered by it. I kind of like it in a way. You're just trying to... It does get you thinking and trying to be creative, and I like the fact that the game rewards you for that. So I'm not actually like, what the fuck, what the hell is this? But which I normally am in terms of like, what kind of a solution is that? That's just the stupidest thing ever. I just thought, no, it makes sense. Ish. So anyway, we're going to go back to the water reservoir now. And we're going to try this time if we can put water through the chimney, because surely now, when we kick the pipe, we should be able to get it to go to the chimney. I'm hoping. If not, then there's obviously something else we've got to do. And I don't know what that is. We'll have to do a bit more exploration. But I'm hoping that this will be a kickstart to going to go see the mayor and all that sort of stuff. And basically get Wenzel to give us the water thing and everything else. Okay, so let's try it. So pipe, we've got to kick it.
What?
Yes, I don't know why that time it stays over the chimney. Could easily have just kept going forward, knock the balloon out, and actually possibly set it free and close the flipping thing again. But game logic, eh? Right, here we go. Ooh. Hey! Now he's got goop all over his floor.
Poor Wenzel. His tender heart will break when he finds out that the well in his basement isn't real. Quick, I don't want to miss the moment.
And somehow the water keeps going now, for whatever reason. I have no idea why. Anyway, like I said, I haven't seen this bit now. It's all blind, so let's go to Wenzel's house. Well, at least now we're finally making progress, which is good. We very slowly make our way. Come on, buddy. It's probably a way to speed this up, but sometimes I'm just being lazy. But either way, now we're in Wenzel's house. Oh! He's gone.
Wenzel?
I'm down here. Come quick. You won't believe your eyes.
Poor Wenzel still thinks he struck water down there. Instead, his cellar is simply flooded. Bad luck. What's up, Wenzel?
I struck water.
Well, Wenzel, maybe you shouldn't get too excited. Sometimes you just think you struck water, and then it's just... Wait a second. You really struck water.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's clear water.
Isn't it? I am rich.
But that's impossible.
And it's all thanks to you. Well, thanks to your father's divining rod. You are a true friend. You know what? You shared with me, and now I'll share with you.
Really?
Of course. I share with you this very moment. The moment of triumph. Let's enjoy it together. What's that grinding noise?
It's not my teeth.
I see. I'm rich.
So, somehow, he's actually... Because that white stuff is goopy water, isn't it? Or whatever they call it. It's not very nice. Somehow, it's actually ended up with Wenzel really discovering a well. I should have seen that coming, to be fair. But let's grab the divining rod while we still can.
There, I can see it clearly. Grit, and there's a dead beetle. Clear water.
Well, that solves the clear water thing, so I'm guessing the sponge, the wet sponge, that's got to have the other water in it, I guess. So somehow we've got to try... maybe we can fill up a balloon with the clear water.
I don't want anything to do with Wenzel's stinking well.
Get it. You might not have much of a choice, but okay, whatever. So we've got the divining rod back, so that's fine. Okay, well, let's just leave this for now. I'm sure we'll have to grab it at some point. Where's he gone now? Wenzel, I need your ticket, bro. Shut the furnace and open the furnace up again. Okay. Well, we'll shut it. Why not? Okay, so he's gone off now. So I'm guessing now he's going to skip the queue? Well, I say skip the queue. I'm guessing he's going to have... he should be. He's obviously going to go see the mayor now, because obviously he's going to say, "Oh, I've got some clear water. Can I make some money, please?" Which, of course, is Rufus's dad. So this is going to be interesting. But yes, it's a very roundabout solution. But like I said, I kind of like thinking outside the box sometimes, and you do get a rewarding sense of feeling from it. Where's Wenzel gone then? What the flippin' Wenzel! Damn it! So what am I supposed to use with this rod then?
Hey, that's my dad's divining rod.
Where do I use it? Oop. Oh, I don't know. Can I talk to the mayor?
Stop right there! Where do you...
To the mayor.
In that case, you should...
Okay, so we can't do that yet then. Right, so we've got this divining rod then. Maybe we're meant to use it on the well then. Oh! Oh! I'm confused now.
I don't want anything to...
Yeah, but... So the... What? I'm so confused. So we've got the divining rod. We needed that. But Wenzel's just... Oh, so all the water stopped flooding and everything. So he has actually found a well. That's weird, man. Okay, so where's he going to have gone then? Maybe he's gone to Tony's? Well, we can talk to Tony now. Nope. Okay.
I've got...
But here...
So where's Wenzel gone then? Maybe he's gone to... Because that's still filling up and yet the water stops. Oh, I don't know. Let's go to Tony's house then. At least we can speed things up a little bit. Let's go behind Tony's house. Wenzel around there? No, he's not. So where's he buggered off to then? That's not helpful, game. Come on, where's he gone? Obviously he's rich. Oh, damn it, I did it again.
Many hours later.
Bloody frustration and having to play in window mode. It's a right pain in the arse, but anyway, whatever's. Yeah, you're still bored of all that stuff. Okay, whatever's. That's fine. Let's go back then, and let's just get out of here then, because obviously we're not needed for any of this stuff. So where would he have gone then? We'll try the front town gate. No, he's not there. He's really just disappeared, hasn't he? I guess we'll go to the tavern then. It's the only other place I can think of going. Let's go to Lonzo's bar. Nope, he's gone. Oh, so where's Wenzel gone? Wenzel! Where have you gone?
Hello again.
Hey,
Rufus.
exactly.
Okay, talk to you later.
See you.
Oh,
Rufus,
maybe he's gone to
exact-
see, perhaps he's gone to see the girl. We go to the assembly hall. Nope. Okay, fine, so... Call the emergency phone then, maybe? So, we've managed to do that, but we haven't got his number. Maybe he left his ticket where he was sitting. Maybe that's what I've gone wrong.
Hello? I want to report a crime. Hello? Great. Inspector Gizmo seems to be out. But
Okay.
as soon as...
That's fair enough. Right. Is he... Maybe... Can I explore his chair? Oh! No, it's just the village centre, so there's nothing there. No, there's the trunk. So he's just gone. I don't blame him. Hopefully he's happy, but... Now what do we do? What am I supposed to use the divining rod for then? We need to have a look at what objectives we've got then. So, elbow through the waiting line. Well, we've technically done that. Convince Wenzel to stop blocking the line. Talk to the mayor. So he's stopped blocking the line. So we should be able to just go talk to the mayor then. So he is talking to the mayor. Okay. So we must have to go back to the town hall then. So what do I do now? Got the waiting number, so fuck's sake. Got the waiting number. Use it on Lossie?
Is it my turn already?
Right now, Wenzel is still talking to the mayor. After that, the mayor will say number 63 through 65.
But
Stop right there. Where do you...
To the mayor.
In that case...
But I've got past the Lottie. I've got past the people.
Hello, Lottie.
You look...
Is it my
Right now...
Damn it!
I'll skid.
Don't let...
Can I use the dispenser? No.
I hate lines.
Well, all right. So So he's talking to the mayor. So that's where Wenzel's gone. That's fine. So what? We've managed to bully our way. I'm confused. Game. What do I do? Oh, there's a waiting number on the floor. I didn't notice that.
I would have earned the 1, but I guess the 63 will have to do.
Ah, I didn't notice that. Oh, brilliant! I completely missed that detail. I'm such an idiot.
Rufus, I believe you may very well want to congratulate me. The mayor was very excited to hear about my discovery. He believes the water vein might make Kuvak one of the 3 richest settlements in the southern quadrant. Right now, he's hearing one more applicant, but for now, it looks like I'll be the one.
Goal is supposed to live at your place? Don't make me laugh.
What? Now that I have a water vein on my property, I'm one of the most influential people of Kuvak. And with an orbit pixie in my house, I might even become an honorary citizen. Who knows? One day, I might even follow in the footsteps of your father.
But I was the one who saved her, and I'm the one who gave her shelter.
Rufus, you don't even have a house. So how do you suppose you'll convince the mayor?
Well,
Next up, number 63, please.
Well, that's us. So let's grab number 63.
Is it my turn already?
Yes, it is. I already called your number, didn't I?
All right, well, off we go then. Okay, let's just quickly talk to Wenzel again.
Rufus, so how do you suppose you'll convince the mayor?
Well,
Okay, well, let's go to the mayor's office then. Good, mayor's office. Finally.
I have to talk to you. It's about... Low-tech?
What? Who's disturbing me?
Whoa. Are you really sleeping in your desk?
This is the mayor's traditional resting place. Before me, your father used to sleep in here. That was before he betrayed the community.
Oh.
I can totally understand that.
Well,
So it's not
he
our
left
dad then,
you
but he was here
behind,
before.
too.
Be that as it
Interesting.
may, who sleeps in a desk anyway?
Admittedly, the desk isn't aligned correctly with the planet's magnetic field, but your father had a device installed to correct that.
What?
Right. Okay, so my bad then. So I thought that was our dad, but no, it's definitely a separate mayor, but our dad was the mayor before then. It might have been mentioned before, which is fair enough, in which case I apologise if I forgot. But that's interesting. Okay. Let's carry on with the line of conversation that he's just started us with.
What? Instead of just moving the desk, my dad preferred messing with the planet's magnetic field?
Well, he was the most egocentric and stubborn person I've ever met.
That's a lie.
Oh, yeah? Why do you think he left you here? Because he didn't care about anyone but himself.
Not even his own son. Not even for his own son. Pretty ironic that you've become just as egotistic as he was back then.
Egotistic? Me? Ha! Just recently, I risked my own life to save a girl from the clutches of the Organon.
Completely without ulterior motives, I suppose.
You better believe it.
My ass.
You'll be surprised, Low-Tech. I will save the girl, and then everyone on this planet will realize how selfless I really am. But then it'll be too late, because then I'll already be sitting in some cocktail lounge in Elysium and laughing about you fools and how you still have to live in this junkyard. You'll see.
Yeah.
I can't stop thinking about what you said, that my father manipulated the planet's magnetic field.
Well, get over it. Your father installed that device for a reason. He manipulated the magnetic field so he could sleep in harmony with the field lines.
I can't imagine how that's supposed to work.
Well, it does work. I sleep like a baby. The only downside is that carrier pigeons are constantly crashing into my window.
Okay, sorry, I got an important email. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. I got a very important email about possibly oh, right, okay, cool. Right, sorry, yeah, it was about my accountancy qualification that I'm doing at the moment because of what's been happening with the virus outbreak at the moment. Sorry, I'm going off a bit of a tangent here, I won't be long. But basically, long story short, I was due to take my final exam in order to try and pass it and get level 2 qualification. But that got all put on hold when the coronavirus pandemic began, and is still out at the time of this recording. So, I've just got an email back from the AAT qualification people, and they basically said that because I'm on level 2, which is the lowest level, they're going to basically calculate a grade for me for my final exam. Possibly, anyway. And yeah, basically, I should be able to get a predicted grade, basically, or I won't have to sit the 4th exam. They're just going to give me a passing grade. So yeah, that's brilliant. So yeah, that would be really good. I mean, I don't mind taking the final exam. I'm happy to do it, but yeah, apparently that's what's going to happen. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so that just means that I can move on. You know, my life can continue moving in the direction I want it to go in, and that means that that'll be really good. Okay, anyway, sorry, got completely distracted there. But either way, good news from this crisis, and that's we've got to take whatever we can get. Right, anyway, back to the game. When's the post office open?
When does the post office open?
Whenever I feel like it. I am the mayor, you know.
A stupid rule.
That was your father's idea.
Stupid, but not bad. Not bad at all.
Okay.
I'm here for the Elysian girl.
They all are, but you're too late. The hearing is over.
Over?
Uh-oh.
But I saved her life.
I find that hard to believe, considering you're responsible for 90% of all injuries that happen in Kuvak.
Well, but 90% of those have been my own injuries.
Listen, Rufus, whenever chaos breaks out in Kuvak, you are responsible for it. As far as I know, you might even be responsible for that girl falling from the sky.
No, different.
Yeah,
With
well,
your
sort of.
attitude, you wouldn't even stand a chance if the hearing wasn't over already.
But I have to help her return to her world.
To Elysium? That's a good joke. You should know better than anyone else that there's no way to leave Deponia. Nothing that ends up on Deponia will ever leave again.
My dad made it.
That's neither probable nor verifiable. I know that's what you'd like to believe, but I believe it's more likely that your father ended up crashing into some trash heap. With your attitude, you wouldn't even stand a chance if the hearing wasn't over already.
So yeah, maybe his dad wasn't. I mean, his dad's obviously possibly got some traits to Rufus, but maybe his dad escaped here because, let's be honest, some of the people here are fucking idiots. And I'm not going to lie, if you're someone who's annoyed by people who you believe are idiots, and you feel repressed, you feel like you're capable of so much more, selfishly or otherwise, then you're going to want to leave that place. But, you know, then again, our father, or Rufus's father, I should say, he might still very well be a douche, and I might end up eating my own words then. If I do, I'm sorry.
But it was me who found her.
As far as I know, it was Anik who found her.
Well, I found her first.
And you just left her lying there?
No, it was different.
With your attitude, you wouldn't even stand a chance if the hearing wasn't over already.
It's basically just the same things now.
How exceptionally reasonable of you. I've made my decision, and there's nothing you can do about it.
So yeah, basically Wenzel's got it.
I'm starting to run out of good arguments here.
Finally, there is a god. Are we done here? I really need to go to the assembly hall.
You bet.
Oh, now what?
The girl belongs to me.
Wrong. I've already made the decision.
I'm starting.
Are we done? Now.
I officially want to deregister my residence here on Deponia.
You don't even have your own residence, do you? You're mooching off your former girlfriend.
Yeah, well, at least I'm not sleeping in the drawer of my desk.
Watch your tongue, son. This is the mayor's traditional resting place. Huh. If only your father were here to put you in your place. You know darn well he worked here before me.
Yeah, I know. You've established that game.
Slept here.
You don't even know what real work is. If you'd put in a little more effort, you could have followed in your father's footsteps.
My father's footsteps led away from this dump, and I'll get away from this rock too.
And you think you'll reach your goal without a serious effort? I'm beginning to understand why he didn't take you with him.
Ouch.
Yeah, that was a painful one. Okay.
When does the
when
right?
Oh, what?
The girl.
Okay.
Are we done?
Yeah, that's all.
No, that's it.
Well, then just beat it. I need to get to the assembly hall.
I have to admit, him sleeping in his office desk is quite funny.
I kind of know this symbol.
Yes, it's on his father's chest, isn't it? Maybe I can use the divining rod here. Ah.
What's this? A hidden compartment?
Ooh.
Looks like Dad's secret will see the light of day after all.
That's cool. I mean, I just had a bit of a fluke there, but okay. Key to the cupboard. What cupboard? The doctor's cabinet?
A key. My dad knew I'd be clever enough to find it. I wonder what I'd get for it if I melted down.
Don't do that, Rufus, you numpty.
A key. My dad knew I'd be... I wonder what I'd...
Yeah, we've heard that before. Right, okay, so... A key for a cupboard. Booze cabinet. Okay, there must be something here then.
What a pile of junk.
Ooh. A keyhole and a glass.
Hey, that's Dad's water glass. I hardly ever saw it without it.
Which means we can get the clear water from Wenzel's well. Well, that's a good start. Okay, well, let's do it then. Let's grab this key. Let's see what this is going to do.
This might be unnecessarily complicated, but I'm certain Dad wanted to make sure that I'm the only one who could get this far. Get to his big secret. His legacy.
Probably not. It's going to be some cruel joke.
His
Oh!
liquor cabinet.
Which may have the other stimulant water we
That
need.
smell reminds me of something shave lotion.
Yeah, it must be. So we've got some booze. Right, so that's got to be like one of the ingredients for the coffee. Okay, cool.
One of the few long-distance radio devices in this backwater town. Why are we paying an operator if nobody's ever making a call? I know I don't pay taxes.
Right, interesting. So nothing in the bell then. Okay, but we can use the communicator, maybe to get what's his name out? Tony out of the shop, and then we can blow Piper. Yeah, you know what I mean.
There's a message from the mayor of Buzo Westfog. OOICURNEDOT. Huh? Either a cat was jumping up and down on the keyboard, or the operator must have gotten that all wrong.
Weird.
SOLONGYOUSUCKE. Damn, where was I?
Weird.
This technology is a... There's a message. OOICURNED. Either a cat was jumping...
Right. See you later, sucker, or
This
something like
technology...
that. Okay, interesting. Right, let's go to the communicator then, see if we can use that.
Next, please.
Guess I'm last in line. Whatever. Who could possibly succeed except for me?
Next, please.
Okay, maybe not then. Right. Oh, what was that? Oh no, nothing. Right, so that's interesting. We have we've discovered quite a bit. So that booze, I'm guessing, is part of the coffee formula. Let's just check the recipe actually. To be fair, maybe not. Okay, maybe not then. Maybe we give it to Tony? And then blow Piper when she's... I have no idea. But obviously I know what the glass is for. But can we put booze in glass, just out of curiosity?
I must have found clear water, obviously.
That's the clear water? Ah! Yeah, okay, fair enough. Well, that was not what I was thinking, but I guess we'll roll with that then.
If this is where the... I mean, I managed to...
Right, okay, fair enough. That's still very bizarre. Right, let's let's save the game at this point, so I don't lose my progress. Okay, alright, we'll carry on for a little bit longer then. So we'll make it a slightly longer video than normal. I mean, well, I say slightly longer video than normal. I'll make sure it's a decent length, at least anyway. Okay, so... how do I get the post office?
The post office will be open... Oh, what? Oh, there's something...
I guess the assembly hall then.
I suggest not to move her in this condition.
What
Aha!
kind of condition is she in? I still don't understand. I mean, is she dead?
No, her body is alive and well. It's her consciousness. It's inactive.
So, she's asleep.
Well, it's a bit more complicated than that. I think it's related to this implant. It's broken.
A consciousness implant? Isn't there a switch or something?
A fuse?
Maybe the contacts are corroded. That's what always happens with my intercom.
I already tried everything, but this is Elysian technology. I have no idea how it's being used. I don't even have the appropriate screwdriver.
So, when can I finally take her home?
She needs to wake up first.
Okay, I see. This situation needs to be resolved through a government decision. Let's do it like this. If you manage to wake her up, you can have her.
And what happens if I wake her up?
Rufus!
You're not even supposed to be here.
But I have a plan.
Oh, I've heard about your plans. You never think things through. Everything you do ends in chaos, and most likely with an explosion.
We'll see about that.
I warn you, stay away from the girl.
Bugger you, Mayor. Bugger you. Okay, right, interesting then.
How peacefully she sleeps. This calls for extra strong coffee.
So we've got to wake her up, so we've got to continue making the brew then. Alright, that makes sense. So we've got the clear water. Let's just see which part of the recipe that makes up, just out of curiosity. Oops, nope, don't want to do that. So we've got the clear water, so we still need that. That's the battery. So we just need that and that, which has got to be... I thought the booze cabinet would have done that, but obviously not. So that sign's going to have something to do with it. Well, let's quickly speak to Gizmo then, see if it'll
Dr.
speak to these
Gizmo?
guys and
What now?
see what we can see. Oh no, thanks for your time.
Well, thanks for...
You're welcome.
Hello, Tech.
But Rufus!
You're not untouchable, low-tech.
Zuh.
Don't you ever forget that. Looky here, Wenzel, too. Did somebody drop food? I mean, what's the deal with the crawling around on the floor?
I'm waiting for Gold to wake up so I can take her with me, of course.
Ha! Dream on. Although, it is true that ants can carry 10 times their own weight. But why would Goal, an Elysian orbit elf, want to have anything to do with somebody like you?
Duh, Rufus! You've always underestimated me. Rufus! Look at me. I'm a self-made man.
Yeah, whoever made you must have stopped right in the middle.
Oh, yeah! I am rich. I've got a water vein running through my basement. You, on the other hand, don't even have a basement. You ain't got nothing, Rufus.
Hey, that's how you pay people back when they give their best? And what would I want with a basement in Kuvak? I don't belong here, and neither does Goal. And as soon as I wake her up, I will accompany her to Elysium. You'll see.
Okay, fair enough. Right, so we've still got to get other ingredients, and we need a way to get into the car outside to get the battery fluid. And we need the post office to open as well. Oh, is that not changed? Wait a minute.
The post office... Oh, what? There's something...
Can I go to the post office?
I said
The post office will be closed until the clock on the sign.
is back!
The clock on the sign, you say?
This sign deserves more attention. I mean, it's a cow, and it's drinking beer.
Okay. Alright. Okay. We're doing well. I just need to think now about what we've got to do next. Because we've still got the issue of Tony to deal with. Let's go to the car then. Let's see if I can do something with the car with the tools I've got. I don't think I can, but maybe I didn't try off screen. So let's have a look. Right. So there's the hood. We need to get into the truck door.
Oh, great. The rust bucket's dead, but the lock is still working. Luckily, I'm a gifted lockpicker. Damn, that would have been...
Right, so that didn't work.
And Tony is not going to mend it again.
Yeah, alright, whatever.
If I weld it shut, I'll never be able to open it again.
Okay. Fine, that didn't work. Right, so still need a tool for that then. We've still got balloons as well, so can we still fill them up with laughing gas? And if we can, why would we need to do that? We can. So why? What's that for then? If we need it again, what we... Okay, let's try talking to Hannock, see if he says anything different.
Hello again.
Hey,
Rufus.
exactly.
No. Okay, talk to you later.
See?
Rufus.
Right, what about the parrot then?
I'm starving.
You're starving.
Nice parrot.
Yes, we use it to detect...
Oh, what do you do with...
We get a new...
Okay, so... There must be something we can do with the parrot.
Your parrot doesn't seem to be feeling so well.
Holy cow!
I didn't think that was going to work!
Been knocked out. How are we supposed to detect dangerous fumes now?
It's always the same. The warning light is the first thing to break.
You can take the bird if you want to. He's useless to me like that.
Okay, that was just... I just thought I'd try it. That was literally just a random fluke. And it worked. So now I've got a stunned parrot. What do I need a stunned parrot for? Okay. Can I also, like, refill my balloons with laughing gas? I mean... Is it going to work again? Yeah, it does! Okay! What am I supposed to do with the stunned parrot? I don't know. Give it to Tony? Maybe Tony will get distracted, but I don't know what's that for. An emergency, maybe? Like, oh, I've got a stunned parrot? Excuse me. I'm very, very confused by that. Tony, help me, please. Just help. It's like every time I make progress, I just hit another brick wall. Right, Tony. Do you want a stunned parrot?
Look what I brought you.
Another dead bird?
It's not dead. It's just resting.
That's what you said about the pigeon.
They call it cryogenic sleep. It was a time travel experiment.
In my refrigerator?
Well, where else would it be cold enough? There's not much room in your heart, after all.
No more dead animals.
All right. I'll go and wake him up.
You do that somewhere else.
Wake him up. Wake him up? How? Okay, maybe we have to then. I can combine it with the laughing gas balloon?
He's already knocked out.
That's true. Okay, I thought maybe we could like pop the balloon or something like that and it would wake him up, but apparently not. Okay, well can I give it to Tony? Tony, take my laughing balloon.
Been there, done that. The only thing that really helps with Tony is a tranquilizer.
Yeah, okay, fine. Why? Right, okay. Fine. Well, at least we got an interaction out of her, but that's what we needed. So, we've got to wake the parrot up. For what reason? Is it in there? We set the parrot off in the town hall. Will that mean I can get into the post office? But then again, even if I can get into the post office, I still need the post office vouchers. What do I need stunned parrot for? Wenzel's occupied. So I don't need to worry about that. Maybe I do put it in Tony's house and set it off. Maybe that was the clue. Maybe the clue is to set it off in her house. And then she'll go to the house, and then while she's trying to deal with it, use the blow gun on her. It's a bit of a roundabout way of dealing with it, but... No, that's just an interaction. I mean, maybe we can put it in the fridge. No, not really. Maybe we can put it in the mouse hole? I don't know what, I'm trying to think, I'm just thinking randomly now.
Just because Tony wants me to move out of the attic doesn't mean I have to move into a mouse hole.
It's not what I'm insinuating. Can we put him in the pot? Which is a bit cruel, admittedly.
Hey, I don't abuse pets, and in exchange, they're more than happy to help me with my experiments.
Well, that's good. Okay, I forgot you did that. Okay, I just... Oh! The pole! Put him on the pole! Because there's a pole in Tony's shop. Is it a pole in Tony's shop? I think it is, isn't it? If I put the bird on Tony's... Put it on the pole. Will I do that?
No more dead animals.
All right, I'll go and wake him up.
You do that somewhere else.
Okay. Okay, but that pole may be where the parrot goes in the end? So how am I going to wake him up? I mean, there is the detonation thing. Maybe that makes a noise. Which means it's not like as if, you know, we've already skipped the queue and we've got the numbers, so we don't need to worry about those blokes anymore. Maybe that will set it off. Go to the emergency telephone, or maybe Gizmo can wake it up. And then again, we're making a stimulant drink. We can like force feed it. Oh, I don't know. Just trying to think now. Now I'm stuck again.
Hello? Hello? Great, but as soon as you accident... I'll give...
Okay, so yeah, that's not going to be that then. Okay, so I've got to think then. So how am I going to wake that up? Obviously the noises outside, the ringing bells would work. It's worth a go, I suppose. So, alright, we'll just set off the things randomly and maybe the... Oh, the bell even, the blast signal.
Oh, the blast signal. Take cover! Imminent blast!
No reason to be alarmed. I've got everything under control.
Okay. So I've got to use it on something. So obviously that didn't really work, did it? I've got to use the bird on something to make noise. Maybe in the bar. They might have something in there. I'm saying maybe the emergency room wouldn't have anything in there, would it? So maybe I can use a coffee machine. Well, I don't know. Maybe. Oop. No. Perhaps I can stun the parrot with a coffee machine.
This, for once, is not an ingredient for the recipe. I think I'm making good progress. Could this be one of the ingredients?
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
Oh, crap. And I was so sure.
It's all written down on the recipe I gave you. Just bring me everything that's on the list.
Yeah, that's fine. It wasn't that. I was just saying if you could wake him up, like play the organ like really loudly or something, and that would wake him up. Apparently not. Okay, back to the alley then. That didn't work. Noticed there was an animal moving up there, but that didn't do anything either. So I was back. Just trying to think what would wake up the parrot. Maybe the fire extinguisher?
Boy, how often did people around me carry that thing screaming like babies?
Nope, apparently not. Use it. Use the parrot, the laughing gas. Give it more.
He's all...
No, okay. That was a bit of a stretch. So he says I've got to wake it up somewhere else. I'm just not sure. Maybe I could... Wait, I have got... I was going to say, maybe the blow... No, because I was going to say, maybe the blow dart gun, I could just, like, prick it or something, but apparently not. I've got the sofa. Oh, perhaps I can... Perhaps I can wash it in the sink. That'll wake it up.
The drinking water is so brackish that things get cleaner by not washing them.
Okay, fair enough. I thought maybe we could, like, wake it up that way, but... Perhaps I was thinking a little bit too cruelly there. There's nothing else we can do with this, really, is there? Wash basin? No, not the locker door.
Tony doesn't need another... I left her when I kept the tank.
Okay. So it's obviously Just having a quick look around to see. Oh, I might be again thinking along the wrong thought pattern here. The only thing I could think of is open up the. Oh, what? Oh, wait. Maybe there is a way. Hold on, I've just had a thought. The mayor's office, the bell. Hold on. If I go into the mayor's office. Now then, open the bell. Press the bell. Compartments, right? Get the stun parrot. Pop him in the drawer.
Wakey, wakey.
Ah ha ha ha!
Boy, oh boy. Certifiably knocked out.
What? Alright, fine. On the bell then.
Wakey, wakey. Boy, oh boy. Certifiably knocked out.
What? That didn't work?
Huh. Too bad there are no On the other hand, it might be enough if I tell them the short version.
So why can't I just...
Wakey, wakey. Boy, oh boy. Certifiably knocked out. Wakey, wakey.
It's not working, is it?
Boy, oh... What I'm planning with it, really, but...
Okay. I was thinking like you could put the bird in there, ring the bell, he wakes up, pull the thing out, bird set off in the mayor's office, but apparently not.
Oh, this thing is beyond.
He tried to wake him up, he said no, he's definitely knocked out. Okay, the plan was to wake him up through that, but that did not work. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck again. Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll call that a video for now, because I'm running out of time, sadly. But we've made some progress. That is the main thing. But we've still got to do something with the sign. There's obviously... There's something to do. There's a lot of things I still need to do. But I can't work it. Can we... Actually, before we do it, can I put the handcuffs on the parrot?
What? I won't be able to wake the sleepyhead with this.
No. Okay. Hand torch?
Hey, I don't end an exchange. Never. And Tony is not gonna met. Hey, okay, that's fine. I wasn't trying to kill it. I was just trying to see if we could do something else with it. Apparently not. Right, actually, yeah, before we do finish up the video, I want to go back into Wenzel's house. There is the crate here. I don't think we can use the divining rod on it, can we? To open it up. Ooh! Ooh, maybe with the well, we can put the bird in the water and that'll wake it up. Just like shove it around a bit. I don't want anything to do with Wenzel's stinking well.
Fine. Okay, it's not working. I can't do anything upstairs in the bathroom because it's just a furnace. I'm not putting the bird in a furnace. Okay, that didn't work. I can't think about what I could do with the bird. Maybe there is the bulldozer at the bull out here. Maybe there's what we can do with this.
You have to be a dog. Hey, I don't abuse cats.
Okay, fine. I was just thinking outside the box. Just there's a car horn. Can't do anything with that. Nope. Okay, I'm really stuck again. I don't know what to do. Yeah. I don't want to call it a video without waking up the parrot. Maybe if I talk to Hennock.
Hello again.
Hey,
Roof.
No.
See?
Rufus.
Exactly.
Okay. No, I don't know how to do it. Alright, I'm going to call it a video here then. So next time then, hopefully, I'll do a little bit more exploring off screen when I've got some time. and we'll find out how to wake up the parrot. But if you guys want to leave me any hints and tips about how to wake up the parrot or what to do next, but without giving me, the answer, then please let me know in the comment section if you want. If not, I'll work it out another time. So I can say thank you very much for watching if you have done. I hope you enjoyed it. I mean, I know there were some times where I was a bit distracted, obviously with my AAT qualification, but still, and other bits and bobs. But either way, we're making progress and I'm getting into this game. I want to see where this is going to go. I'm interested. So, either way, take it easy, have a good one. Hope you're all well, stay safe in these troubled times, and I'll see you in the next video. And until then, bye for now.